Good afternoon, guys. We're in Chengdu, the first fall expo of the 24th year. There will be a lot of interesting things. Please make yourselves comfortable. Let's go. The support team is here to greet us. And the support team here is adorned with the logo of the Voya Avatar 07. The face is just like the sedan. It's a hybrid. Generator power, 150 horses, 1.5 turbine, and 2 electric motors with 500 horses. All-wheel drive, 4.8 in length. I gather that the wheels will be different, and the colors will vary. Let's take a look inside. Here we are greeted by a display. There is a seat extender. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The interior design is identical to that of the 12th model, just what is needed, superior to the 11th. The interior colors will vary. A large armrest with a small screen, lots of touch buttons of some kind. The driver also has many adjustments. The price is expected, approximately 250, 300,000 yuan. Zeekr. Listen, last time I didn't show this minibus. There was an excessively large crowd around it. Now the excitement has subsided. As of now, there is no price available. They say this year there will be official price releases. Listen, well, interesting. Such a transformer inside. Look, the screen moves. Everything moves. If the finish is at least comparable to that in the X, in 07, and 01, overall it will be good. Look, meet guests, communicate, arrived, had a conversation. Such a business bus. Business bus. There is no TV. Everything's moving apart like this. Just like this. Cool, cool. Well, what's more interesting? Zeekr 7X, 650 horses, air suspension, 100 kilowatt hours of battery. Price question, 250, 300,000 yuan for top of the line. Within this amount. As you can see, brake disc is perforated. We're going to try to get inside now. Dashboard like in all Zeekrs. Excellent. Nice materials. In summary, this is the design. There is a sunshade. By the way, Arcfox is a good example of this. Not very good sales, but behind it is the Beijing Automobile Corporation, which can exist for 50 years. On these poor sales without any issues. Their new sedan, Alpha S5, that is smaller than the previous Alpha S than this black one. Smaller and affordable. 210,000 yen for the top version. Look, active spoiler. .530 horses with acceleration of 3.7 seconds to 100. 800-volt architecture for 210,000 yuan. Decent characteristics, but it's also not big. The finish is cool. Here you go, that's what I'm talking about. The Beijing Automobile Corporation can operate at 0, providing such power with such acceleration and such interior finish. And here's an example right away. Unlike Arcfox and many other Chinese brands, HiPhi didn't have support. They, with a small budget, like Lixiang, took a risk, and also ventured into the expensive segment. And the second car was again an expensive sedan. Instead of making something small cheaper to maintain sales, well, in general, wrong marketing. I will later make a special video on why they didn't succeed. But they didn't succeed for the main reason. It was a private startup, without financial backing, without financial support behind them. Lixiang succeeded. They did everything right and flew into the top 7 today. The Voya company showcased a new crossover. As I understand it, it's slightly smaller than the Free. Battery, 109 kilowatt hours, 260,000 yuan price for the top version. 550 horses. Let's take a look inside. Here is something like microfiber. Plastic at the bottom. This is how we open the door. I like it. Not sure why. Perhaps the color combination. The materials are pleasant. As I understand it, this story should... or should not. No, it shouldn't. Yes, it moves. Wow. Good. We've seen something like this in Zeekr X. But here the screen is quite impressive. I don't know what this is at all. In general, as you remember, there were Samsungs with smooth edges. Oh, this is a fantastic screen. Yes, listen. Could this screen be the third after Lixiang and Tesla? And the cameras seem to be quite good. And let's send it again. Fantastic. Fantastic. Here is a small screen. Nice. Listen, I want to show the screen again, and I'll set zoom to 1. This is at 0.5. At 1, the quality will be better. Is the camera transmitting? This cool picture? Wow, what a cool picture. For this money, the screen is above and beyond. And it doesn't lag. Covered with fabric. Yes, Voya is trying to secure a market foothold. The question about the air suspension remains open. No official release yet. He doesn't know. There are springs here. There probably won't be air suspension for this money. There won't be. They gave too much. They gave both horses and trim and a very large battery. Additionally, Voya introduced another Dreamer version alongside the one being sold. And together with Huawei, they have collaborated to enhance it, upgraded, so to speak, Huawei's design. I understand there will be something interesting inside. They merged both center and passenger screens. Below you see a fridge, same place as Lixiang. Probably a nice little screen on the ceiling. Famous tables. Massages. Basically, everything will work faster. And more efficiently. The system itself. Mercedes. The year 2024 brought significant challenges to nearly all non-Chinese brands. In the second quarter of 2024, compared to last year, Volkswagen's sales in China fell by 19%, Porsche by 39%, Honda by 30%, last month already by 40%, Audi by 11%, Mercedes by 17%. Look, there's almost no one here, so journalists aren't rushing here anymore. The hardest hit for Mercedes was on the top models S, GLS, and Maybach. And Mercedes is reducing staff, and for the first time in history, is moving production back to one shift. And right opposite Mercedes is HiPhi, also known as Huawei. Huawei showed off their new Luxeed, R7. 300,000 yuan estimated price. 500 horses, air suspension, 100 kilowatt hour battery. Not allowed inside yet, keeping it intriguing. disc, perforated, Brembo brakes. I was asked to show in green color how the M9 looks. Huawei M9. Outsold any cars of the German trio any. Both those cheaper than it, and those more expensive. Stellato. We already have a review of Stellato on our channel, and M9 is on the channel as well. I'll leave all the links in the video description. Check it out. Here we'll stay a bit longer than usual. Denza Z9 GT. There was already a review on our channel, and we'll stay because, in my opinion, in this class of car, this is the best solution for most people today. You'll understand why now. First and foremost, reliability of the BYD brand. Second, all-wheel drive with adjustable clearance. Third, English is available by default and any programs can be installed. Fourth, this is the most loaded car considering the price, $58,000 for the top version. Other non-Chinese automakers don't even offer this for $100,000. And now prepare your nervous system for those who haven't seen our review of this car yet. Hybrid, all-wheel drive, air suspension, adjustable ground clearance, rear steering wheels at 10 degrees, active spoiler, auto doors, luxury class interior trim with natural wood. The body is fully galvanized, power unit, IC engine generator 2-liter turbo. For 200 horses, plus 3 electric motors with a total power of 870 horsepower. What type of hybrid is not yet clear? It will be known in 2 weeks. If it's parallel, the total power of the entire power unit is 1,070 horses and a battery of 38 kilowatt hours. This car has an electric motor on each rear wheel, so it can turn on the spot like a compass. And mainly, with such generator power, it can drive 200 kilometers per hour without battery drop. Top speed 240 kilometers per hour. The car will be available both in liftback body and in sedan body. Cheerleading squad of domestic brands. Honda is closing a factory in China. Their sales fell by 30%, and last month already by 40%. Here's the new Accord. Why did I refuse to film it? After we uploaded a review of the new Camry to the channel, I was going to do a review of the new Accord, but after testing it, I just refused to record it on camera. I'll explain why. I can criticizing the German automotive industry, especially my favorite BMW, on a daily basis. And not because they perform poorly. They drive excellently, but because the profit margin they earn from people and the reliability of their car components are so mismatched that it raises significant questions. But when it comes to the Japanese auto industry, I just can't bring myself to do it, simply out of human respect for the reliability of their cars. This new Accord, I should have honestly just destroyed. The new Camry seemed to me just a level higher, if not 2. In general, purely out of respect for Honda, let's either speak well of it or not at all. Or better yet, forget it, it's sinking itself. Changan has unveiled a new intriguing vehicle, the pickup E07. Look, this vehicle will be available as both a hybrid and a pure electric. Currently, there is no price nor horsepower. Nothing else is known. We don't know the battery either. What's happening here? Pickup. Press the button. And what? Will it even close it with glass? E07. Yes, cool. Great materials. Possibly even wood. We'll find out in the review. Everything is good here too. Here, the materials are soft and pleasant to the touch. There is some kind of screen here. Why a pickup truck needs it is unclear. Yes, there's another screen here. Perfumes, you see, right? Let's take a look at the suspension. Springs or air? Oh, very good, very good. Listen, then it will be, in my opinion, at least $50,000. At the very least, I believe. Screen with good color, not cheap, slightly above average. There's a projector on the windshield. There's plenty of room for the driver, I can already see that. The knee will be free. For the first time, I noticed that the auto giant Dongfeng has a company named Forthing. They have such a sedan S7. 56 kilowatt hours battery and 160 kilowatt motor. One motor. Length is 4,900. Base is 2,920. Quite a large sedan. But, as you can see, weak battery, really weak, and very few horses. But the price is 130,000 yen. That's about $18,000, give or take. Funny at the back. Nikkei, Japan's leading economic newspaper, sounds the alarm. It says that the Chinese manufacturer BYD has surpassed Japanese corporations Honda Motor and Nissan Motor in terms of global sales volume and has risen to 7th place in the world. BYD 06 GT. BYD was long asked for a small all-wheel drive car with horses. Now you get it with a seal face. 435 horsepower, 79 kilowatt hours battery. Wheelbase, by the way, 2,920 with a length of 4.6 meters. It's strong. Yangwang. Unfortunately, for some reason, to my surprise at this exhibition, they still don't allow entry into the U7. Not allowed. I've already been there, I even have photos. But unfortunately, I can't show them. At the moment, I can't show them. You'll find out soon. I can only say, open the curtains a bit. The dashboard design is the same as in the U8, just slightly modified there. The U8s now have the option to order black interiors with black wood. By the way, BYD will soon show us the BYD Han, but only the long version, Han L. It will be based on the Yangwang U7 and Denza Z9. Interesting to see what it will be. BYD Sun L Hybrid version DMI. I'll soon review it. They say it can drive 1,800 kilometers on one tank. This third-level hybrid system it got, which practically doesn't consume gasoline. Xpeng is launching and already testing on roads another new line, which will be called M, M6, M7, M8, M9 models. This is their appearance. As you see, the design is inspired by the Mega concept, but the front has been extended further forward. I think it's a good choice, quite appealing to me. Li Auto's designer, Ben Baum, announced that this will be a more emotionally engaging lineup compared to the L Series. The L Series continues. It's a parallel lineup. Xpeng is now going to expand their car brand. There will be at least 20 cars over 5 years. Perhaps the M Series will feature stronger engines and different handling. Time will tell. ID units, A-Class from Volkswagen. 340 horsepower, 5.5 seconds to 100. Top speed of 160 kilometers per hour. Currently priced at $34,000. I advise not to buy at this price. All Germans have the same story, in the electric direction in China. I think in 2 to 3 months they will see zero sales and start secretly selling under the counter at almost half the price. Although this particular model is very appealing to me, both outside and inside. Among all the IDs, finally the first attractive electric Volkswagen. Normal interior trim. Average. What happened here? We realized it's Volkswagen. Where's anything? Everything froze. Completely. How come? But the dashboard design is nice. Oh, it's unfrozen. Can you imagine it's unfrozen? Listen, I can't understand. Do they still not even have friends who could write them decent software? Okay, you can't do it yourself. Just make friends with someone already. I think students in China are already doing it. Make friends with the students. They won't charge you much. Just so you understand, a BMW dealer is currently offering me a batch of BMW iX-M50 for $68,000. Official price is $117 in China. Now you understand what a bubble people are overpaying for German cars? If the official dealer instead of the official website price and in their ads $117,000 offers me secretly for 68, and I'm even sure there's some profit for them in those 68 too, then it just becomes scary to think how much these cars actually cost in reality. So, here's a tip. If you're a fan of German cars but want to buy without their crazy markup, buy in China. But unfortunately, only electric. By the way, as you realized, their overall sales in general are starting to drop, even gasoline cars. So maybe in 2 years, they will start quietly selling internal combustion engines cheaper too. We'll see. Volkswagen for $16,000 in maximum configuration today showed its new Taru. Taru XR, the latest model. And it has 160 horsepower. Good price, agree. Well, it's clear. Plastic material. Plastic. Plastic again. Volkswagen, which sells 40%, about 40% of their global sales in China, started to crumble here. 19% less sold than last year. In summer. If this repeats 5 more times, the company will lose 40% of its income in the global market. And it will be a disaster for the Germans. Why is this happening? Because at the moment they have already lost the technological race to the Chinese. Their cars are too weak compared to rivals. And if they also start earning 40% less, can you imagine what their cars will turn into? The Xpeng company introduced a small sedan called Mona M03. $20,000, 220 horsepower, 65 kilowatt battery. It's a liftback. Soft materials. Here is plastic. Artificial leather everywhere, backrests too. Panorama without a shade. This is how its front looks. Geely. We'll likely start reviewing Geely cars on our channel. This brand has grown a lot in the last 5 years. This is precisely why, in the year 2024, within the realm of budget-friendly brands, Geely stands out with the highest sales figures in China. Moreover, with an enormous lead, it's twice as much as the second place. Guangzhou Auto Corp and their subsidiary Hiptech, also known as Ion Hyper. Do you recall their hypercar SSR? That gray one? I will now show their new car, the HT model. They also recently broke a world record. They produced an electric motor with 30,000 revolutions per minute, more than Xiaomi, which I think has 28. So here's the thing. What's so great about this? Now, with their motors using the same battery, you can travel at least 50 kilometers further. This is their car. Hyper HT crossover, where you can see how the doors open. They copied the Tesla doors. Ah, that's nice. And this is good, inside. I haven't driven it, so I don't know. Auto doors. This is how the door panel looks. Listen, great materials. Either Nappa leather or Nappa faux leather. I wonder how much it costs. Everything what you need is here. Listen, excellent interior trim. just like in luxurious vehicles. Gave you a bit of a Chinese beautiful girl? Mischievous Sergey. Double glazing. Interesting, quite intriguing. The inside is a cool trim, but it doesn't seem as cool on the outside. Ah, found out. Sad. It's front-wheel drive. That's why it's inexpensive. It costs $50,000. Although in terms of finish, technology, auto doors, no air suspension, unfortunately, and therefore $50,000. 340 horses, front-wheel drive, and a 99 kilowatt-hour battery. Battery is fine. Normal, average. The Jetta company. These are the Chinese in collaboration with Volkswagen, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself with a hint. They unveiled the Crossline Plus crossover. Here it's 1.4, 110 kilowatts of power. Inside it's Volkswagen. Everything is Volkswagen, see? That is, they take the Bora and Jetta base and simply manufacture cars. They have a smaller sedan. I'm sure many have already seen this brand. Here's the crossover. There's plastic here. Here, for example, not plastic. Everything here is soft. All soft. Jetour Auto. So brazen that it's already copying gilevich.eng. And even named it exactly the same way. Let's get closer. Oh, my God. Jetour. What are you doing? It's just a copycat. Simply a carbon copy. I've never seen anything like this before. So, they showed here what will happen if the airbags deploy. Such atmospheric animations. Can you imagine? It's the first time I've seen this. Mazda EZ-6. Listen, I want to review this car. I just want to. It's attractive outside, agree. Inside is also interesting, modern. I'll write down now how many horses and what battery, but I think it will be weak but also inexpensive. Today, the Japanese in China are no longer in the game. Especially Mazda, Mitsubishi, and Subaru. Not in the game at all. Look, modern. Soft, good materials. Here too, good. Alcantara. Seat, Alcantara. And I think there will be discounts a little later. Moreover, great discounts. Because I'm sure the Chinese won't go to buy this car. The design is really cool. Z9. Look at the design of the stand. What does it hint at? That they've already gotten into your head, yes? The sedan is quite attractive. Really attractive. Feels like I'm in a Zeekr 001. Also big, comfortable rear space. There's a lot of room. I won't wait to sit down. I'll just show you the door card. This is denim, just so you know. Material denim. Everything is soft. Here too, covered. This is what the dashboard design looks like. There are some cup holders, armrests. For those who don't know, Z9 is collaboration of Geely and Baidu. And this is their joint brand. Horses are still unknown, but I think either 550 or like Zeekr, 700 something. And possibly there's air suspension. We'll find out soon. There will be an official release and we'll find out soon. Whose is this? What is this? This is Jack, I see. Some kind of concept of theirs. Company Nadra showed the first Chinese station wagon. In this class, they will be the only ones on the market for now. 92 kilowatt hours battery, 500 horsepower, all-wheel drive, 2 electric motors. 200,000 yuan, good price. Haval H9, a large 5-meter big, huge SUV. 230,000 yuan for the top. 220 horses and 230,000 yuan, all-wheel drive. Plastic, fake leather, plastic. Side step. A good screen. Now I take it everyone's definitely not below average anymore because it's gotten cheaper on the market. It's plastic. It's pretty here. Artificial leather, all of it. If anyone wants me to review the Crown Kluger Toyota crossover, please write in the comments. Let's see how many likes it gets. If it gets many, I'll do it. It's nice, at least. Unlike the new Prado. All-wheel drive, 2-liter turbo, 250 horses. 280,000 yuan for the top configuration. There's a hybrid version. It's slightly pricier. 330,000 yuan, and it has less power. 220 horses. Dear friends, that's all. The watch shows I've walked 36,000 steps. So I hope to get a like, comment, subscription. Take care of yourselves, eat healthy food, walk more. See you soon.